What's up, Wealth Builder? Welcome to the Beautiful Budget channel. I'm so happy that you're here. Today, we're going to be putting together my October money calendar. Now, if you're not sure what a money calendar is, just imagine if your wallet had a planner, right? It's got paydays on there. It's got bills listed on the days that they're due. It's got maybe special events or holidays that might cost you a little bit more than normal. It's kind of a guiding light for your finances for the entire month. This is actually the first thing that I do before my pin ever hits a budget worksheet is I create a money calendar. It's just a really nice visual that captures how my money is going to move for the next 30 or so days. And for me and my little family, October is hectic. There is so much going on. We've got some travel in there. Of course, you got Halloween, and Halloween is my jam. I absolutely love it. And it is one of the most costly things in our household every single year. And so that's got to be reflected. There's even a party this month that I am hosting. That's right. Your friendly neighborhood ISFJ, budget nerd, ISFJ. Did I mention ISFJ introvert is throwing a party? I'm already sweating. No, it's going to be a good time. It's for my husband's birthday, and there's a lot of planning going into it. I'm actually pumped, but it's very unlike me. You know, I will totally jump out of my shell if it's to make sure that somebody has a really good birthday. So things are coming together, but it's time to get rock and rolling on the October money calendar so that the budget can then follow. This one I will be doing in my iPad, and your girl just stocked up on some digital stickers. I think I might have a problem when it comes to those, but they're just so cute and they're cheaper than therapy. So lots of digital stickers, got, cute little Halloween ones, and, there's some candy corn, and it's just sad. Like, it's candy corn, not even real corn. And all I can think of is that little boy just singing in my ears. It's cool. I mean, it's the ballad of the year. It's beautiful. It has the juice. And I can't get it out of my head. But before we jump to an overhead view and start fleshing out the money calendar, be sure to tap that like button, hit subscribe if you are looking forward to more budgeting content, and tap that bell because we got more videos on the way, and I would love for you to get notified as soon as they drop. All right, let's do it. All right, so in front of me here, I have my iPad with the Beautiful Budget Workbook Watercolor Floral Edition opened up to the October divider. And I've actually got my kids' allowance cash envelopes here because this is going to remind me, this is something new we're doing is their allowances. So this is going to remind me to include this on the calendar. And then just my keyboard here helps me speed up the process as I fill in the calendar. So what I'll do is I'll change the view here, turn over one page to the money calendar, and don't worry, I'll zoom in so that you can see this a lot better. But let's start filling in the October money calendar. Okay, perfect. So I've got the workbook opened up inside of Goodnotes. Goodnotes is the app that I use to work inside of the budget planner, and it allows me to kind of mark up, fill things in. It is an interactive PDF, so I can click around, bounce around that way. But here we are on October, the money calendar 2-page spread, and the first thing that I want to do is just fill in the calendar days because the workbook is undated. So even though the months are titled over on the divider tabs, the calendars themselves are not filled in. So I've got some digital planner stickers that I'll be using to mark off the 1st through the 31st. I think I may even change the days of the week and use some digital stickers there. But let me just go ahead and knock out filling in the calendar days. All right, now that I have filled in the dates and kind of styled it how I want to, I am going to start referencing this checklist right here in the bottom right of the money calendar. And it helps a lot with making sure that I don't miss anything. So the very first thing is marking off paydays. So my husband and I are both paid on the 1st and the 15th. Those happen to be Saturdays in the month of October, but I do still end up marking them on those days. And there's kind of a little intricacy with that, right? Because yes, due to that being a weekend, we will actually get paid on the last day of September and then the 14th of October. And we get paid a day early because we bank with USAA. So really it'll be off from that as well. But I don't tend to change things up based on that. Our budgets are built surrounding certain dates. So it's always the 1st through the 14th is one budget, and then the 15th through the end of the month is another budget. So if we happen to get paid a day or two early, I still operate in the previous budget until it is the 1st or the 15th. That has just helped me stay disciplined, keep those lines drawn, and just honor the budget as it's originally written. But I'll go ahead and put this orange payday sticker here on the 1st. I have to make it kind of small because I am going to add bills there. And then I will usually do a different color for the other payday. I think I like this gray one. And you'll see why I do that here in a second. Perfect. So now I have marked off our paydays. So what I do is come back to my little checklist here and I'll check that off. The next one is pay cycles outlined. And what this means is, so in the way that I just put a payday sticker on the 1st and a payday sticker on the 15th, there are 2 pay cycles in this month, and they represent the 1st through the 14th and the 15th through the end of the month, which is the 31st for October. So those are the pay cycles, and our pay cycles mirror our budgets, right? So we have a budget going the 1st or the 14th and a budget going from the 15th through the end of the month. It's a little bit easier to see when you zoom in, but marking off this pay cycle, and I'm doing it in orange because I marked the payday as orange. So this will become even more clear as I keep going here, but I'll do gray for the 15th through the end of the month. So that's what it looks like. It's literally outlining your pay cycles. Because when you budget based on when you're paid, your pay cycles will match your budget periods. So now I'm going to come over and mark that off as well. And then next we have bills. And we're going to put these on the money calendar on the day that they're due. So I've got all these listed on kind of a master bill calendar inside of the Google Sheet that I use in conjunction with my budget workbook. Really speeds up a lot of the calculating and like chart generation and stuff like that. So I have a bill calendar. I'll include a snippet here so you can see what that looks like. And just as an aside, when you purchase a Beautiful Budget Workbook, Watercolor Floral Edition, you will get this Google Sheet for free as a bonus product. It's a $30 value. It is feature packed. The annual dashboard has that master bill calendar on it. And that's what I'm going to reference to make sure that I don't miss a beat, that I include every single bill on the day that it's due. So the first one here, I'll just start with the 1st of the month. We have our mortgage. We have 3 things that we pay for on the 1st. So let me see which sticker I want to use here. So I just went and grabbed some other digital stickers here that are perfect. They're rectangular, and so I can put some text in there. So let's put mortgage, and here's where I'm going to bring over my keyboard. And I will sometimes put the amount, depending on like the sticker that I'm using or kind of the style I want to follow that month, I might actually list the amount. But for this one, I'm just going to list the bills themselves. We also have TRICARE and lawn care coming out on the 1st. Perfect. So now those are listed. The next bill we have due is our internet, and that is due on the 3rd. So we have our internet, and then we have one of our Apple subscriptions. Over on the 5th, we have my husband's life insurance. And then nothing nothing until the 12th, where we have another Apple subscription payment. Okay, perfect. So those are all of the bills for the 1st through the 14th, which is the first budget. Now I'm going to use a darker sticker for the 15th through the 31st, because again, that is another budget. Both paydays coming in here are going to cover all of these bills. And then it helps me see that the paychecks we get on the 15th will cover the second half of the month. So I'm just a super visual person, so it helps me there. Okay, I couldn't really find a dark gray one, but it does at least look a little bit different, so I can distinguish. The 16th, we have T-Mobile. And the 17th, we have our auto insurance and personal property insurance. The 18th is Netflix. The 20th, we have another Apple subscription payment. The 23rd is my car payment. And then the 27th, we have water. The 28th is electric. The 29th is my life insurance. Perfect. And then every Monday, we pay for daycare. So you can already see how the money calendar is super helpful, because normally in a month we have 4 daycare payments, or we have 2 per budget. But in this second budget that we're going to run for October, we are actually going to have 3 daycare payments. So that is a change to the budget. And I mean, it's a little over $400 each week. And so that's significant. We got to make sure that's reflected in the budget so that we're not blindsided. And that's just one of the many reasons I love money calendars. So I have a Billy Razor subscription that I resumed a couple months ago, and it's every other month. October is a month where it's going to be due. So now I'm actually looking at my subscription tracker, because it captures things that aren't monthly, but maybe they're like every other month or they're quarterly. My Billy Razor subscription is $10.75. In October, it should be due. So I know it's in the second half of the month. I'm just going to jot it down on the 15th. And I'm going to make a note to myself actually to cancel that, because I have been having issues with it. So first of all, I noticed that the Billy Razors are sold at Walmart, like the replacement blades and all that stuff. They're at Walmart. So there's really no need for me to subscribe directly through Billy. I feel like the pricing isn't that much different, but also whenever my Billy package ships, so I have like the main razor piece of it, like the handle, and then they send you replacement blades every 2 months under the subscription that I have. And so 4 replacement blades come in, and the thing is the package never has a tracking number, so I can't see where it is, which I don't like, because we expect that. And like, it's 2022, like I want my tracking info. And lately, the past couple times, it has been taking a long time to ship to me. So it's just, to me, it's just not worth it. I'm at, Walmart and other places enough that I can pick them up every other month. So I'm going to leave a note to myself over here to just go ahead and cancel that subscription. Check off bills. Holidays. So it is October. So we have Halloween to put down here. I am so excited. We decided this year, so we're a family of 4. We have, my husband, we have me, and we have 2 young kids. So we decided we're going to be the Madrigal family from Encanto. And I have, costumes ordered. I ordered them through Etsy, and they're on the way. So we're just so excited. Just some cute little touches there. So that is one. And then Columbus Day is October 10th. So I'll put that on there. And I think that is good. I don't want to jump ahead of myself, because I was getting ready to put my husband's birthday, but that is the next checkbox, special events. So my husband's birthday is the 9th. So let me find... Perfect. And then the day before that, I'm actually throwing a party for him. We're hosting a bunch of friends. We're going to do like a murder mystery dinner party. It's going to be so much fun. So that is another special event for the month. I don't yet know when we're going to do like trunk or treat with the kids, or even when we do trick or treating. the 30th. We'll have to see when our neighborhood is going to do it. So for now, I'll just leave that out. That covers special events. And then subscriptions, I guess I did get ahead of myself because I went ahead and put Billy Razor on here. Now we do have Amazon Prime is annual for us. We pay that in December. So that is something that we need to set up a savings bucket for. So that is going to be super important. It's like $125. And like I said, it comes out in December. So I need to make sure that I set that up. And most likely what we'll do is save like $63 in November and then $63 in December. And that way we're not having to pay it all at once. But this is my reminder to actually set up that bucket so that subscription will be ready to be paid in full. And lastly, travel. Man, we have like everything this month. Normally this isn't so involved. Like the parties and these other things going on, those are not very normal for us. I'm super like introverted, so we don't tend to do parties and things like that very often. But actually there is travel this month. My husband is going to be on a work trip. Okay, perfect. And that should do it for travel. And those are all of the like heavy hitters, the main points on the money calendar checklist. And so we've got all those marked off. The last thing that I like to do, now that I can kind of see everything, I can already see that a goal is definitely going to be, I mean, my mom is going to be staying with us this week. And so she'll probably, help me cook and stuff like that. But I do tend to have a cooking goal for each week so that dining out spending is not crazy. Just kind of copied that down there. Another one, the party that we're throwing, I really want to make sure that I stay within the budget that I have set for that. Events are like my thing. Whenever it's time to throw somebody a party or really, spoil somebody, whether it's my kids, my husband, my mom, I really like to go all out. So it tends to be tricky for me to stay within budget because I like to do the most. But anywho, it's still a goal. And then the last one I'm going to put here is investing. So really want to see us invest $2,500 for the month of October. Some people like to list their goals at the beginning of the month before they even have their bill calendar filled in or budget set or anything like that. But I at least like to have the money calendar prepped and ready to go before I set goals, because this gives me a really good idea. Okay, what's everything that's going on? Where might we need to increase our dining out spending because work is more hectic, or just stuff like that. And again, I mentioned before the third daycare payment. That's something that I have to make sure makes it into the other budget. And so with that increase, it probably means that our saving will go down a little bit. So instead of maybe $1,000 to the emergency fund, that's going to be closer to like $600 because we now have to cover another daycare payment before the month of October ends. But that is our money calendar for the month of October. I hope you found this video helpful. I'll be sure to leave links below to everything that you saw me incorporate here, and I will see you next time.